Alright guys, what's up and welcome to vlog number 2. This one is going to be just a review of UFC 300. We're starting the vlog off again in traffic. Stop going to the studio. I'm going to the studio right now, facing typical Chicago traffic. So figured, hey, let me just start this vlog off, man. But honestly, to start it off, I have to say that UFC 300 was probably one of the best sporting events I've seen in a minute. Like usually I'll have the early prelims, I'll have the prelims just kind of running in the background, but I'm not really paying that much attention to it. UFC 300 was the first time. All right, let me let this train go by. Oh damn, there's another train going by now. God damn it. All right, but anyway, it was like this was the first time I sat through the early prelims all the way to the last fight on the card. That was like 7 hours of just watching fights, and honestly, all of it was lit. The Aljo fight was definitely a little bit boring. Jessica Andrade's fight was a little bit boring. I think there's probably like one other that I just can't really remember off the top of my head that was kind of boring. But overall, all of the fights were insane, man. But yeah, guys, honestly, my arm kind of hurts just from holding this. I'm gonna just sit in traffic for a bit longer. When it gets to the studio, I'll pull the camera out again. Probably in the car, I'll just mount it up, talk to you guys for a bit. But yeah, man, see y'all. Yo, what's up? Back on the vlog. Now I'm just parked outside the studio. Studio's literally right behind me. But for this UFC 300, man, Max Blessed Holloway stole the show. And bruh, he just took over. Going into it, I thought this would be the people's main event, and it definitely delivered, if not over-delivered. That body head combo that Max threw to knock Gaethje out was so perfect. Like, I've watched that knockout back so many times, and every time I just love how after he's in that firefight, he takes a second to slow down, throws that body head, and just lays him out. It's so perfect. Like, that body head is a combo that you throw so often in boxing. But for Max to be able to throw that in the firefight, and then also trying to avoid punches from Justin Gaethje, like one of the hardest hitting mofos ever, that's just insane to me, man. Even Mark Goddard tweets something out that in his 20 years as a ref, he's never like audibly let out a scream. But then when the knockout happened, he was so surprised by it that just unconsciously he let out a yell. The UFC even released audio of it, and it's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, man, saying all that, shout out Justin Gaethje too. Dude's an absolute monster. He literally could have just waited for a title shot and just not fought at all. But he's still as much of a savage. He still deserves to be called the BMF. So he gave Max the opportunity. They battled it out. Bro, what a great fight. Do something for the vlog, Bobby.
Don't put that on the internet.
Why is that your go-to?
I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
What? But what's up?
What's poppin'?
Hey.
What's poppin'? How was the highway?
Shitty as usual.
Yeah, that's the highway.
Yep.
That's the highway. That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, guys, we are about to shoot BTC. That's why Bobby's camera's out, at least. I'm about to get my camera out. We gonna get this shit started. While that you're here, I need you to tell them about my reaction to the Max Holloway fight.
Bro, I'm sitting here calmly editing while Ananya is screaming on this couch in this bitch, bro. I don't know who got knocked out, but I know it was important by how much he was screaming in this motherfucker.
Yeah, because like honestly, I was pretty reserved, I should say, for most of it. Is this still recording? Oh shit. But yeah, we about to start BTC. I'll catch y'all in a bit.
Hell yeah.
Boom, alright guys, just wrapped up Better Than Capable. Back in the car, I'm about to head out. But before I do, let's talk about Alex Pereira. He is such an incredible striker, man. It's crazy to see how just in the first few minutes of that first round, he was able to make his reads, get his footwork right. You can see the second he started processing everything and he started switching it up, he started pressing towards Hill instead of backing up. And once he found that range and timing, he got that cup check. He was like, hell no, Herbdine, back off. And then got that, it was like a left hook. It was like a weird uppercut left hook that he just caught him with. It wasn't even clean. He didn't even land that shit clean, but it was powerful enough to just sleep him. Crazy power. That and then like the KB Lame meme after, great. It was fantastic. He said post-fight that he wants to fight at heavyweight in Brazil for UFC 301. It seems super unlikely. He broke his toe even before this fight, and I think he broke another one during the fight. So it's probably not gonna happen. But if he ever ends up fighting Tom Aspinall for the heavyweight belt, crazy. In the light heavyweight division, though, I think Magomed Ankalaev should probably be his next opponent. He definitely seems like the next contender. Yuri also had an amazing fight. He would have probably had the fight of the night if it wasn't for Max versus Gaethje. So last night, as I was talking about Yuri, my camera died as I was recording. And then after, when I got home, I honestly really didn't feel like picking the camera up. So here we are the next day. And yeah, man, just wrapping things up on that Yuri fight. Jamal ended up calling him out after his fight. And I honestly think that Yuri Prochazka versus Jamal Hill would be a great fight to have. And then winner of that could definitely go for another title shot. And then Diego Lopez also had an amazing fight. He went out, did exactly what he was supposed to do. Caught Sadiq Yusuff with a couple of uppercuts and knocked his ass out. I really want to see him against a ranked opponent next. I just want to see how good he really is. But yeah, man, can't wait to see him in the cage again. Jalen Turner also probably did the dumbest thing I've ever seen in the cage. He knocked Moicano down with, I think it was like a super clean right. But then instead of following it up with some ground and pound and just ending the fight, he thought he knocked him out completely and just kind of backed off. But you could tell that Moicano was never really out. Like, he just landed. The second he landed on his back, he was back up. Like, he got up so quick. And then in the second round, Moicano ended up taking Turner down. I think he was threatening a few rear naked chokes, but then eventually just got him with the ground and pound. After Moicano got the knockout, he had a great post-fight speech. He called Joe Rogan to be on his podcast. He said he can't lose. Shout out Money Moicano, man. Also, Kayla Harrison looked incredible in her fight. Holly Holm also kind of played it stupid. She tried clinching up with Kayla, and Kayla just kind of destroyed her the whole way. I thought Holly would at least get that range out. She'll be able to just strike with Kayla, and it would have been a really competitive fight. But literally the whole time, Kayla just took her down, just elbows. And honestly, the only person I really want to see Kayla go against is Amanda Nunes. I think it would be so sick if Amanda comes back and just beats her. Like, it would be super cool. Also, I gotta talk about the first fight of the whole night. Cody Garbrandt versus Davison Figueiredo. Cody looked amazing in the first round. He looked so fast. He looked quick. Like, everything looked sharp. But then later in the second, Figueiredo was able to take him down, control him. Eventually, he ended up taking his back. Rear naked choke. The fight was over. So I'm not sure who Henry Cejudo is fighting next, but I think Cejudo versus Figueiredo would be a sick fight. Figueiredo definitely looked really strong in there. I think him versus Henry would be a great matchup. Lastly, Aljo also had a great showing. His fight as a whole was definitely not the most exciting, but I think he was able to show how dominant he is even at 45. His strength definitely translates up. He was able to take Kattar down and just keep him down, which is crazy for someone like Calvin Kattar. Aljo was able to just dominate the whole fight. He looked amazing. I would love to see him against a top 5 opponent next. But yeah, man, overall, UFC 300 was an absolute blast. I loved literally every single moment of it. The next few pay-per-views also look incredible, so I'm super excited for those. But yeah, man, be sure to stay tuned to everything, man. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out all the links in the bio. At least there's something I'm working on. And I'm out of here, man. Peace.